Imagine a life where you are not always chasing things, people, or opportunities, but rather attracting everything that is truly meaningful to you. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? With the wisdom of Stoicism, this dream can become a reality. Have you ever felt exhausted from forcing things to happen, constantly reaching out to people who do not reciprocate or trying to make relationships work while they seem to be falling apart? This struggle is draining, but you don't have to live like that. Great Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, believed in the power of attraction rather than force. When you stop chasing and start living in alignment with your true self, you create a magnetic force that attracts the right people and opportunities into your life. Imagine focusing on your growth and well-being, and suddenly, the right people start appearing, and everything you desire flows naturally to you. It's not magic, it's Stoicism. Let's explore this transformation together with principles that help you stop running and start attracting everything that is destined for you. Are you ready for this change? Then let's go. The difference between chasing and attracting. When we talk about the difference between chasing and attracting, it's essential to understand what each of these terms really means. Chasing something is often linked to a sense of scarcity, as if we are always running after something we lack. This relentless pursuit can leave us anxious and insecure, creating a cycle of fear that prevents us from finding what we truly desire. On the other hand, attracting is an approach based on abundance and trust. When we attract, we are in a state of gratitude and acceptance, allowing things to flow naturally into our lives. The scarcity mindset that comes with chasing makes us feel like we need to fight to get what we want. This can manifest in various areas of life, such as relationships, career, and health. The feeling of always being in lack can lead us to desperate behaviors and often to decisions that don't reflect who we truly are. In contrast, when we adopt an abundance mindset, we begin to realize that there is enough for everyone. This shift in perspective allows us to relax and make space for positive experiences and people. The difference between chasing and attracting is also a matter of energy. When we are in a hunting state, our energy tends to be heavy and tense. This tension can repel the opportunities and people we desire. On the other hand, by attracting, our energy becomes lighter and more receptive. This lightness is crucial for creating genuine connections and for us to receive what the universe has to offer. In summary, instead of running after, we can simply allow ourselves to be and let the good things come to us. The practice of attraction requires a certain level of self-awareness and authenticity. We need to understand our true intentions and desires, which helps us live more authentically. When we are in tune with ourselves, we naturally attract what is best for us. This internal harmony reflects in our interactions and the way we present ourselves to the world, creating a positive cycle of attraction. Finally, it's important to remember that attraction is not a passive process. While we can create an inviting space for what we desire, we also need to act in alignment with those desires. This means that, while we attract, we must remain open to new experiences and opportunities that present themselves, allowing the universe to work in our favor. Freeing yourself from fear. Fear is a powerful emotion that can paralyze us and prevent us from living fully. Often, it manifests as a block, creating barriers between us and the experiences we desire. When we are dominated by fear, we focus on what could go wrong, preventing us from seeing the possibilities and opportunities around us. To break free from this cycle, it is crucial to recognize and confront these fears rather than letting them control our actions. Cultivating courage is a fundamental step in overcoming fear. Courage does not mean the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to act despite it. When we take courageous actions, even small ones, we begin to dismantle the barriers that fear imposes. This allows us to make room for positive experiences and attract them into our lives. Additionally, being authentic in our actions and decisions also helps reduce fear, as it allows us to act in accordance with our values and beliefs. Authenticity is a powerful ally in the fight against fear. When we are true to ourselves and others, we create a safe space where we can express ourselves freely. This freedom to be who we are helps us connect with people and experiences that truly resonate with us. Thus, by freeing ourselves from fear, we not only attract good things but also build deeper and more meaningful relationships. Another way to free yourself from fear is to practice gratitude. When we focus on the good things in life, we begin to replace negative thoughts and fears with a more positive perspective. This, in turn, allows us to see the world in a new light, opening ourselves up to new experiences and opportunities. Gratitude helps us remember that, despite the challenges, there is always something to be grateful for, and this practice can soften fear. Finally, freeing yourself from fear is an ongoing process. It's not about eliminating it completely, but rather learning to manage it and not let it control our lives. Each step we take towards courage and authenticity brings us closer to a fuller and more rewarding life, filled with experiences and people we truly want around us. Visualizing success. Visualizing success is a powerful practice that can shape our reality in surprising ways. When we take time to imagine what we wish to achieve, we are actually creating a mental map that guides our actions and decisions. This intentional practice helps establish a clear connection between our desires and the steps we need to take to realize them. By visualizing success, we are programming our minds to recognize and seize the opportunities that arise along our path. The power of visualization lies in its ability to motivate us. When we can clearly see what we want, it becomes easier to find the courage and determination needed to move forward. By imagining success, we create a feeling of anticipation and enthusiasm that propels us to act. This positive energy helps us overcome obstacles and stay focused on our goals, even when things get tough. Moreover, visualizing success allows us to align our emotions with our intentions. When we vividly and positively visualize something, our emotions elevate, creating a vibrant energy that attracts similar experiences. This emotional alignment is crucial for attraction. When we are in a state of enthusiasm and confidence, we are more likely to attract opportunities that match that energy. The practice of visualization doesn't have to be complex. It can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes a day to close your eyes and imagine what you desire. During these moments, it's important to engage all your senses. What would it feel like, look like, and even sound like to have what you desire? The more detailed our visualization, the more powerful it becomes. This mental exercise is a way of training our minds to recognize opportunities and act accordingly. Finally, visualizing success is a tool that can be applied in various areas of life, from career to personal relationships. By integrating this practice into our routine, we are not only shaping our desired reality, but also strengthening our self-confidence and ability to face challenges. Over time, this practice becomes a natural part of our journey, helping us achieve our goals and live a more fulfilling life. Doing your best and letting go. The idea of doing your best and letting go may seem contradictory at first, but it is a fundamental practice for achieving true satisfaction in our lives. Often, we feel pressured to control every aspect of our lives, from work to relationships. This need for control can be exhausting and often counterproductive. By learning to give our best in each situation, while also releasing the need to control the outcomes, we find a lighter and more rewarding path. Doing our best means dedicating ourselves wholeheartedly to what we do, whether it's a work project or a relationship. This dedication brings a sense of accomplishment and purpose. However, it is equally important to recognize that, despite our best efforts, the results are not always under our control. Life is unpredictable, and often circumstances are beyond our reach. Accepting this is a crucial step toward inner peace. When we learn to let go, we free ourselves from the weight of expectation. This does not mean that we should not have goals and aspirations, but rather that we should detach from the idea that the end result must be exactly as we envision. This detachment allows us to be more flexible and open to new possibilities. Sometimes what we consider a failure can turn into an opportunity for learning or personal growth. This practice of letting go can be challenging, especially in a society that values success and control. However, by allowing ourselves to relax and trust the process, we find a new sense of freedom. This helps us live more fully in the present, appreciating experiences instead of worrying excessively about the future. When we do our best and let go, we give ourselves permission to be human, to make mistakes, and to learn from each experience. Ultimately, doing our best and letting go is an exercise in trust, both in ourselves and in the universe. By trusting that what happens is for our greater good, we become more receptive to the opportunities that arise along our path. This approach helps us cultivate a more balanced life, where we can grow and thrive without the burden of anxiety and excessive control. Attracting what you desire. Attracting what you desire is a process that begins within us. Often, people forget that our thoughts and emotions play a fundamental role in creating our reality. When we align our thoughts with what we truly want, we start to become a magnet for opportunities. This means that if we desire something, we need to feel good about it, believe it is possible, and act as if we are already on the path to it. This alignment is essential for the universe to respond to our intentions. Attraction is not just about thinking positively. It is also important to take actions that are in harmony with our desires. For example, if someone wants a new job, it is not enough to just dream about it. They need to update their resume, seek opportunities, and prepare for interviews. By aligning thoughts, actions, and energy, the person places themselves in a position to receive what they desire. It becomes a cycle of positive feedback. The more a person acts toward their desire, the more they attract related opportunities. Moreover, it is crucial to remain open to possibilities. Often, what we want may not present itself in the way we envision. Therefore, being willing to explore new directions and adapt to the signals that life sends us is essential. This flexibility can lead to pleasant surprises and new opportunities that we might not have considered before. The confidence that what we desire is on its way helps maintain our energy vibrant and attractive. Another important point is patience. Attracting what we desire may take time, and this is normal. During this time, it is vital to cultivate a positive mindset and keep focused on what we want. Instead of succumbing to frustration, one should remember that every step taken, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. This resilience is a vital part of the attraction process. Finally, celebrating small victories along the way reinforces our alignment with our desires. Each achievement, even if minor, indicates that we are on the right track and that our energy is attracting what we want. This celebration not only boosts our motivation, but also connects us even more with the abundance that already exists around us. Letting go of control. Letting go of control is a valuable skill that can transform the way we live. Often, the desire to control everything around us can generate stress and anxiety. Accepting that there are aspects of life we cannot change is an important step toward finding inner peace. This acceptance allows us to focus on what truly matters and act with clarity, without the pressure of wanting to control every detail. When we can loosen the reins and trust the process of life, we open ourselves up to new experiences. This does not mean we should be passive, but rather that we should learn to flow with circumstances. For example, if something doesn't go as planned, instead of fighting against the situation, we can ask ourselves what this new reality can teach us. This shift in perspective can reveal opportunities we hadn't seen before. Additionally, letting go of control strengthens our emotional well-being. When we accept what we cannot change, we reduce the burden we carry. This reflects in our energy and the way we interact with others. A person who is not bound by control tends to be lighter and more approachable, which attracts more genuine relationships and meaningful connections. The practice of mindfulness and meditation can be powerful allies in this process. By dedicating time to be present and observe our thoughts, we can become more aware of the areas where we are trying to control excessively. These practices help us cultivate an attitude of acceptance and teach us to handle uncertainty more calmly. In summary, letting go of control is not a sign of weakness, but an expression of wisdom. By accepting that life has its own rhythm and flow, we can allow ourselves to experience life in a richer and more meaningful way. When we release what we cannot control, we create space for new and wonderful experiences to manifest in our lives. Embrace positive moments. Embracing positive moments is a fundamental practice to elevate our energy and attract good things. Often, we are so focused on our worries and challenges that we forget to acknowledge the small victories of everyday life. Valuing these uplifting experiences helps us cultivate a more optimistic mindset and a higher vibration. This, in turn, creates an environment conducive to new connections and opportunities. Noticing the good things happening around us doesn't have to be complex. Sometimes, a simple smile from a stranger or the pleasure of a warm cup of coffee in the morning can be enough to remind us of life's beauties. Making a list of things we are grateful for daily can be a powerful practice. This gratitude connects us with the abundance that already exists, making us more receptive to what we desire. Additionally, it's important to share these positive moments with others. When we talk about our uplifting experiences, we not only reinforce our own joy, but can also inspire those around us. Positive energy is contagious, and by embracing and sharing these moments, we create a network of support and encouragement. This strengthens bonds and helps us form genuine connections. Another way to embrace positive moments is to actively seek out experiences that bring us joy. Whether through hobbies, group activities, or even a walk in nature, it's essential to nurture those moments that make us feel good. By doing so, we are not only taking care of ourselves, but also increasing our ability to attract good vibes and healthy relationships. Finally, recognizing that life is made up of ups and downs helps us appreciate positive moments even more. They are like stars shining in the darkness. By cultivating a mindset that embraces these experiences, we become more resilient and able to face challenges with a lighter and more confident attitude. This practice connects us with what truly matters and allows us to live more fully and happily. Cultivating self-love and self-esteem. Cultivating self-love and self-esteem is a fundamental step to living a fulfilling and satisfying life. Self-love begins with the recognition that each of us has intrinsic value, regardless of achievements or others' opinions. When someone values themselves, they are more likely to seek experiences and relationships that reflect that recognition. Thus, self-esteem not only affects how we see ourselves, but also how we allow others to treat us. A person with healthy self-love tends to make decisions that favor their well-being. This means putting themselves first, prioritizing their emotional and physical needs. For example, that person might choose to maintain friendships that support and inspire them, rather than surround themselves with people who devalue them. Self-esteem also brings clarity about what one desires in life, helping to set boundaries and say no when necessary, without guilt. Moreover, self-esteem directly impacts the quality of relationships. When someone feels good about themselves, they are more capable of connecting genuinely with others. This translates into healthier and more balanced relationships, where respect and understanding are mutual. The confidence that comes from self-love allows a person to open up to new experiences and relate authentically, attracting partners and friends who recognize their worth. Another important aspect of self-love is the ability to handle criticism and rejection. When someone has good self-esteem, external opinions have less influence on their emotional state. This creates a safe space for personal growth, as the person feels comfortable exploring new ideas and facing challenges without the paralyzing fear of failure. Thus, self-confidence becomes a powerful tool for navigating life. Finally, cultivating self-love and self-esteem is an ongoing process. It involves daily practices such as self-reflection, gratitude, and self-care. It's important to remember that these feelings don't emerge overnight, but over time and effort, they become part of a person's identity. By investing in oneself, anyone can not only improve their own life, but also contribute positively to the lives of others around them. And so, Stoic friends, we come to the end of our journey on how to stop chasing and start attracting what is truly meant for you. Remember, transformation begins within you. Each of the principles we discussed is a powerful tool to help you align with your true essence and create a magnetic presence that attracts the right people and opportunities. Now, ask yourself, how can you apply these teachings in your life today? Are you ready to let go of fear, visualize your success, and cultivate self-love? By doing so, you not only become more attractive to others, but also grow in confidence and resilience. Before you go, don't forget to leave your like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your participation is essential to our community and allows us to continue sharing these valuable teachings. And of course, leave a comment saying, "I am a magnet." This not only reaffirms your commitment to this journey, but also inspires others to do the same. Keep shining, stay stoic, and remember, Your journey to becoming someone valued begins now. Until next time.